supporting Pakistan cricket. The whole country loves
towards a goal that no doubt all small steps would like. Here's a young man, new in his international career, but already a star here in Pakistan, no doubt, Zaman. Because of their victory in the Champions Trophy and lifting that trophy, something so desperately required by Pakistan, something to hold on to, I guess, without cricket here at home. Ahmed Shahzad is more experienced and yet probably the quieter of the two at the top of the order. He played well in their previous game though. Here's Samuel Badri, who will start up this time. Utilised his first change, was the first time that he played in a game and didn't open the bowling. He's back to his customary role now, with that man in charge, Faf du Plessis.
That's his speciality, Samuel Badri. He bowls well with the new ball, especially in power play. First 6 overs, very experienced. And of course, facing him is Fakhar Zaman, a new hero, a new sensation, especially after the Champions Trophy in England this year. Here we go. Nicely played, comfortably played. Obviously this is T20 as we know, but any batsman will take a couple of deliveries, especially batsman like Fakhar. He'll take a couple of deliveries and then he'll play his game. And for him the field was mid-on was at the boundary and so was mid-wicket. Ahmed Shahzad will face now, mid-off his back and square leg just in front of the umpire.
Much prefers to bowl to the right-hander. Look to fox him. Present like there is some turn that might go away from the bat, but predominantly at the start here the ball will just skid along because it is new. All about what pace he bowls it at as well, Samuel Badri. And many times for the batsman it's about a removal of the fear of getting out. Got to make sure that you put the pressure on these new ball bowlers, especially when a spinner comes up. You don't want him going for 1 or 2.
Especially in first 6 overs. Nicely played. That's really is a good shot by Ahmed Shahzad, and he's off. Wasn't a bad delivery, maybe slightly offline, slightly wide and short, but beautifully played.
Really good use of the crease. He's not going to get a lot of length, it's not going to be particularly short, but was able to pounce on that and place it well too for 4.
That's good cricket. Boundary, then a single, rotate the strike. 6 for none.
Will calm the nerves immensely for Ahmed Shahzad. Get the boundary away, put enough pressure on the bowler. Too short and punished.
Special talent Fakhar Zaman needs only 1 delivery, and the second one raced away to the boundary. Not a great delivery. It was short, and he played it nicely between mid-on and mid-wicket for his first boundary. Middled it. As we all know, outfield is really, really fast, lightning fast in fact. Anything in the gap will race away.
Gone again. Got enough on it. Not quite a get to the fence. He'll run a couple. Good intent shown. And a good start for Pakistan. 12 off the first.
Bit of a charge, mid-off was up, picked up his gap, didn't middle it. In the end got 2 runs. 7 off 3 now. Zaman.
Good morning, Morkel. The out-and-out fast bowler in the side. Let's look at Morné Morkel's T20 international career. It's good. Average of 24.44. And you want to be around 7. If you're about 7, then you're doing well. When you think about it, you go well, up to 7.5. They're getting 150 runs in their 20 overs. And then if the other bowlers bowl like you do, you should chase down 150 most times.
Especially on pitches like this. He's coming around the wicket to a left-hander. I think he's moving the side screen. Ahmed Shahzad going to face him. There's a light on top of the side screen. Maybe that was bothering Ahmed Shahzad. That one there outside, just behind it. I think he's got covered now.
Yeah, nicely done. Door closed. They find lots of things, the batsmen. They're way past everything. And like, oh, there's that thing down there. You in row F, sit down.
When I batted at number 8, I wasn't bothered about side screen ever.
I batted at number 11. I wasn't bothered about the ball. A shot. 2 pull on the legs, and batsmen love those. 4 runs.
Easy pickings, and what a start. It's noisy out there. It's happening at Gaddafi Stadium. It's a decider. Pakistan off to a flyer. Not a great delivery. There was no mid-wicket. Down leg side, full.
And again, carbon copy. Struck even better that time. 2 in a row.
Not a great start for Moin Mokel. But what a start for Pakistan and Ahmed Shahzad. 13 of only 5. 2 fours and 2 deliveries. Nice.
Lucky. Just a bit more bat on it. Oh, he said he got bat on it. And said to the umpire as he ran down, if he gets bat on it, it goes for 4.
Why can't he just bat, man? Umpire's doing his job. He should do his job. Just concentrate on his batting. He's looking good. 14 off 6. Just focus. Tunnel vision. Stop worrying about anything else around you. Everything went smoothly so far. Arrangements were excellent. A lot of, I think, people needed to be thanked. Straight to the fielder at mid-off. The police of Punjab Police, traffic wardens, Rangers, Pak Army, and of course Pakistan and Punjab government. They've done an amazing job. And look at the crowd. And of course the ground staff. The stadium is looking unbelievably beautiful. And this is all the staff. You go everywhere. The security, the police, the traffic wardens, the Rangers, the army, the ground staff. Everybody really worked hard in harmony. And coordination. And of course communication. This guy is tired now, I reckon.
Pulled it back to the link that he wants to bowl. Just a bit full, offline as well. The first 3 deliveries he bowled. No, that's exactly what Pakistan required. It's fortunate that doesn't slide back onto the stumps.
Look at the wicket. It looks so good to bat on. As a bowler, you don't have you gotta bowl everything spot on within the stumps, short of a length. Especially against the likes of Fakhar Zaman. He loves playing shots in this format. He's an attacking player by nature.
Slip out to short cover. .22 without loss.
22 for 9 and 2 Pakistan. World 11 won the toss and elected to field. I think on this pitch, like I said, it looks a batting paradise. Pakistan need to get to 180, 190. You've seen other day, 170. Being chased by the World 11. Pereira played a brilliant log, and so did Hashim Amla. So where will he go now, Fakhar Zaman? He's looking towards square leg. And of course, there's a gap between mid-on and mid-off. He's got to be very careful. He was good googly.
Says no. He called it. Wes is looking mid-wicket. There's a good look at it. In line? Yeah, just about. Oh, I tell you what. Very close. We've got to pay special attention, though, to Bailey behind the stumps. George Bailey. Keeping in an international match for the first time. Came into the side for Tim Payne. Oh, yes. Oh, that's such a good shot. 4.
That's the right area to hit to Samuel Badri, because it doesn't turn, especially with the new ball. Go off stump, go mid-off, go extra cover. Nicely played. Look at it, smashed it.
Yeah, they've played him well. Samuel Badri put him under pressure. In the first over, he'll admit that there were disappointing deliveries, the ones that were just short and were punished, and so the batsmen really have not had to do too much more from then. And so he's had himself under pressure the whole time. It's a good shot that for 4. Fakhar Zaman, having failed to sweep and then just crowd him, running down and able to access it wide of off. The reason I'm curious about George Bailey is because with these 2 leg spinners, he's got to have to read them absolutely spot on.
Another single. 6 from the over. 3 gone. 28 for none. $28 for 9 and 3. What a start for Pakistan. Fakhar Zaman not out 13 of 11. Shahid 15 of 1 on 7 deliveries. Mone Mokal. What a great first over from him. Another brilliant shot. Finds the gap and ball races away to the boundary. 4th one for Shahid. 19 of 8 now. He's looking good.
It's really well played, this. What's important, having got the opportunity, is to find the gap. And you wonder there if Faf du Plessis is demonstrating at the fielder or at the bowler. The ball's just a bit wide, and it provides that chance. It's a great start for Pakistan. Andrew in a single. All the pressure on the World 11 side after this start. Going comfortably at just about 10 to the over, Pakistan. And they would have been after a really fast start in an important game. And they're the ones under the pressure to win this home series against this World 11 side.
He's going around the wicket to Fakhar Zaman. He's got fine leg back and square leg back just in front of the leg umpire. Midon and Midoff up in the circle. 33 for none in 3.2 overs. They need to get to 190 Pakistan from here onwards. Dot ball. So Purme, how was your experience coming back to Pakistan after a long time?
Yeah, pretty good. From hotel to the ground and back in. Not that I did anything different in times past, by the way. But yeah, it had been a very long time. First tour at international cricket was to Pakistan, 1996. And a few tours since then. And then I've only come here, I think, once as a commentator. And that would have been, I think, in 2000 and... I'm thinking 2006-07. It might be 2008, actually. All meshes together after some time. But, yeah, so just about 10 years. I'm happy to report that the lamb Rogan Josh is still as good.
Another single. 34. 1 in 3.5. So you felt comfortable, you felt safe, you felt, being looked after.
Yeah, in terms of all the safety and the precaution that was taken, you can tell that it's not what you would have usually, but it's not a usual situation. So in terms of feeling, I don't know if there is a feeling of safety per se. Your ears prick up, you prick up generally because of what you see around you. And as I say, it's not usual, it's not what you'd get normally. But yes, well taken. Had to hurry back. It was okay in the end. But generally, really well taken care of. And also, the hospitality still the same and always good. 34 that loss.
It's been a very eye-catching start, 34 without a wicket. Zaman, the slow partner, which is a first for me. But it's important that he recognizes the importance of staying out there. And he's quite capable of turning it on because he's got plenty of options as a strike force. All he has to do is to make sure that he doesn't get out early, because they're not going to help him, not going to help Pakistan, because with the kind of batting that he does, the kind of potential that he displays at the crease, I think he can be a match winner almost every time.
Is getting a little frustrated, Fakhar. Against Mokol also, he's not really finding that room which he normally looks for outside the off stump. He likes to cut the ball, he likes to drive, and World 11 bowlers have worked him out a little bit. All they're doing is just making sure that bowl that middle off line rather than going outside the off stump. And he's not comfortable. That's why he's looking to sort of slog out of it. Midon goes back. Darren Sammy. And he's brought the third man and inside the circle.
Almost a catch. Just wants to get on with it. He's full of talent. Very, very severe on the leg side.
Well, he's also been exposed a little bit on a shorter delivery. We've seen it in the Champions Trophy also, that anything short, he struggles sometimes. He's got to work on that side of his game too. But also, if you're not getting a room, what are you going to do? You can't really just sort of run away and try to slog it all the time like that. He's doing the same again. Well, this might work in T20 cricket because, you know, you got to get on with the job early. But when it comes to a longer version, one-day cricket or test match cricket, this might not work. Because in Champions Trophy, because that was his first gig, he was playing for the first time, so nobody knew what he does. So bowlers got found a little bit against him. But now, look, exactly the same delivery. They're just bringing it in and tucking him, not giving him any room.
There are certain batsmen whose presence can do the job, because I think from the analysis point of view, they make you overwork. Because they know if you get it wrong, and as a bowler worker, I'm sure that's an extra pressure on you, that you'll be penalized. So he's got that fear factor when he's at the crease. And all he has to do is to just smooth his game a bit. That's a top edge, but safe. He wants the strike. Clearly a possibility of two. Ahmed Shahzad will keep the strike. It's 38 without a wicket.
Yeah, was never in control. The ball came maybe a touch late. He was expecting the ball a little quicker. That's a good partnership. Pakistan, in all these games, they had a great start. First 6 overs been excellent. The pitches have been really good. You know, one should give credit to the ground staff and Agha Zahid, of course. He's been a curator here for a million years.
And the curator is a Vegisaurus. Million years, Waka.
Had a good game.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a wonderful, decent economy for an all-rounder, and he can spoil the economy rate of the bowlers as well when he wants to hit the ball hard and when he's in good form, like he was in the other game. 47 from 19 balls. That's not a very special delivery when you're starting off a spell. It happened to Mohamed Morkel also. Very much leg side-ish is Pereira, and put away for 4.
And also what Faf du Plessis is doing wrong is he's trying to cover mid-wicket as well as the square leg. So the square leg fielder is way too wide. Watch that. That's way too square. So anything hit, maybe little finer, will go for 4, and that's what exactly happened. Both these Pakistani batsmen, they look for room. They want to free their arms, especially outside the off stump. Ahmed Shahzad is very good when it comes to on the up, playing through the offside. We saw earlier against Morkel, he played a magnificent shot. Like that. Beautifully fielded. Pen cutting was the man.
He's timed the ball beautifully, and what an effort. Superman on display, really. Full length dive, yeah, inches away. Getting a boundary, but well blocked. Oh, that's gone. How good is that? Magnificent crack over point. You feed him there, he'll make you pay, and what a shot that is. Really was one cracker of a six.
Yeah, he wasn't holding it back. Fearless. That is his zone. Don't go there. Don't. That's wrong line, wrong length for him. He loves it there. And this time around, he made sure he get under it and hit it for six.
Follows it up with a Yorker, throws it non-striker's end, but he misses the stumps. 50 comes up for this pair, and Pakistan off to a rollicking start here. 24 and 26 apiece for the openers. Well, you've got to have a look at this shot again. I mean, he was waiting for it. That's the other advantage that he carries when he's playing. Always makes good use of the loose ball. And it's 51 without a wicket. We're in for a very entertaining innings here. Current rate is 8.5, and well, Pakistan have the resources really to go to double ton today. We know that 170, 180 is not exactly a defendable score here on this beautiful Gaddafi Stadium pitch. Can Darren Sammy break this partnership? Partnership of 51 of 36 balls.
It's such a slow pitch that anything little short, you can actually sit back and pull or cut. And especially with Sami's pace, he's got to be very, very accurate with his length. Because the last delivery, I don't think he was very short. But for this pitch, it may be a little bit short.
Faf du Plessis in conversation with Darren Sami because Fakhar Zaman is on strike. He's having a good look at the leg side field. It's all about covering your bases on the leg side. I think that's where they're going to be attacking him. Anything outside the off stump is going to make you pay. Let's see what he does. Oh, beats him with a straightforward delivery. Just a basic ball missed by a left-hander.
I think he was expecting a short delivery. Watch that. He was sitting back. Look at the front foot gone back a little bit. So he was hoping that he'll bowl short and he can dispatch him through the cover. But he foxed him. Well bowled, Sami.
Limits his big wind to only a single. It's good ball from Darren Sami. You just got to make sure that you get a 50, maybe a 60 or a 70. Talking off air with Bakar, the value of getting a 70 or 80 in T20 cricket, because that can propel the score to 200 on a pitch like this. So 40s and 50s may not work if you're looking for a 180, 190 score. One of the leading strikers need to get to an 80.
Well, we saw it in the last game. Hashim Amla was the man who got, what, 72? And the rest of them played around it, and they got it at the end. The total Pakistan gave them. So one of these two now, they've got a very, very good start now, Pakistan. So one of them got to make sure that they stick around. Allow Shoaib Malik's and Babar Azam's and the rest to come and play their natural game.
What's been pleasing about this innings from Ahmed Shahzad is that he's mostly played good cricketing shots. He wasn't forced to improvise. He's looked to just find the gaps, and a lot more assured of himself today in this knock. Very good strike rate. Excellent over from Darren Sami, conceding almost next to nothing, 53 without a wicket.
In the previous two matches, Pakistan did lose wicket each in the first 6 overs, but this is the best start they had. 7 overs, 53, and they haven't lost any wickets, so they're in a very, very good position. Especially with Babar Azam in great form. Shoaib Malik is hitting the ball really well. Pakistan is up there for getting another big total. Imran Tahir bowled quite nicely in the last game. Comes back. Another thing these two have started doing really well is just snatching those singles, just pushing the ball into the gap and looking for that single all the time.
Yeah, that's such a good call, because they're on the back foot, World 11 fielders and bowlers, waiting for you to whack the ball hard, and suddenly they get frustrated when the ball is tapped just round the corner and the strike is rotated. Normally when you're trying to hit the ball hard, you forget the art of rotation, but these two have been very busy at the crease.
I think it's a lot to do with Fakhr. He's the one who's changed it. I saw him doing in the Champions Trophy also. If he doesn't get the ball in his zone where he can hit for big, all he does is just pushes it. He makes sure that he look for that single.
Building momentum. Another single. Should we look for a big shot here? 4 balls and just 3 runs. He's called for 2. You'll get a very positive response from Fakhr, who ran briskly. He's extremely fit.
little bit of turn, but played it quite nicely. Very wristy, Ahmed Shahzad. It's a perfect gap. Excellent running. There was looking for two, not to be. After 8:59, without a wicket, Pakistan.
Whilst it was a really good start for Pakistan, the World 11 will be quite happy that they've brought things back. Nice shot. And a man back there. We'll keep it to just a couple. We're going at about 10 to the over at some point, and things have slowed down. Aaron Sami into his second, went for just two in his first over. Pace off the ball, and has made it that bit more difficult for both Fakhar Zaman and Ahmed Shahzad. Oh, did he touch it? He did. He did touch it. Is out. Is on his way. What a way to lose your wicket.
Well, they badly wanted that breakthrough, and that of Fakhar, who was looking really good. He's gone for 27. Pakistan losing their first wicket at the score of 61. Yeah, it was hit hard. I thought he bowled very smartly, bowled fuller. He was looking for that short delivery, little touch on it, and Fakhar was well out of his crease. He was backing up, couldn't really come back. So that's the breakthrough World 11 was looking for. Well, they bowled quite a few good overs, just last 3-4 very good overs. They brought things back for World 11, and this wicket will definitely help. And in comes the man in real form, Babar Azam. Played extremely well in the last couple of games.
That's a superb strike rate, 123, a couple of 50s as well, with the best of 86. All into his field. Full straight. He's got long on, long off back, and he wants them playing down the ground. Some will say fortunate, others will say it takes a great effort to be following through to your left and then be able to get down there, as big a lad as he is, to get a touch on that. Yeah, nicely done. The squeeze has led to results, and the result is a big wicket, the big wicket of Fakhar Zaman. And in this little phase, the last 3-4 overs or so, it's the World 11 bowlers and fielders who are holding sway.
We have seen big scoring games the last two games. So looking at the World 11 team, the kind of batting they have with Sami now coming at number 7 or 8 maybe, Pakistan definitely need score somewhere near 200.
Yeah, I agree. They need a decent score. I think to get themselves in the game, they need to be about 180, 185 is where they want to be, because their bowling lineups are decent. One, good skills within the group, and they can continually take wickets. They're able to do that. They can exert pressure, but also have the skills to bowl Yorkers, slower balls, just to create something. But you want that. Oh, that's going to be close. He had a look at whether the throw was coming his end or not. It might well have cost him. Seems confident.
That was very lazy from Ahmed Shahzad. He might be home, but it was a lazy effort. Yeah, he's comfortably home, but the last few strides he took was very, very slow. He's home, he's comfortable. No problem there. Should be not out. Yep.
Babar Azam, 384 runs. He was second in line after Aaron Finch. He had a great start, 118. Tahir, for the second. And this has just turned into a really nice situation to be bowling, and if you're the bowling side as the bowler, you have a look at the big picture and what's required, and in essence there's a score you're trying to defend. So if they're going to get to 180 from this position, someone's going to play really, really well, or you've got to bowl badly. But it creates an opportunity for wickets because they've got to play some shots. Nice shot, good use of the feet. And he'll pick up a couple.
I think what Pakistan need to learn is that they have got wickets in hand, so they can really be a little bit more attacking. Don't worry about losing wickets, because what happens is you lose one wicket, you go in a shell, and you allow the bowlers to bowl a couple of good overs. It's only 2020. That's a pretty good shot. Hit it really hard. Midon was on the boundary but had no chance to cut that. That will help.
Picked it. And decides, well, let's go. It's nicely looped. It's got a bit of width as well. And he can place it where he likes because it's full enough. Needs to keep that intensity up, Shahzad. And in essence, he should be the one, even though Babar Azam has been in good touch and played well in the couple of games, because he's had a look at the surface, because he's been out there for 31 balls, he should set the tempo of the partnership.
Well, the last 24 deliveries World 11 have bowled, they only given away 24 runs. So they're very happy on that. That's a beautiful shot. The timing was there, wide of mid-off. Pakistani batsmen they ran really well throughout this last few games also. They don't really have players like Tashara Pereira or Darren Sammy. They're players who plays on the ground, yes, like that, and then run. You've got to be able to run hard, especially the first one, to put the fielders under pressure. 76 for 1.
Runs in 4 overs. That's the period. Despite just the 1 wicket going down, it was a big wicket. Fakhar Zaman. It's the World 11 that have just controlled things. And Darren Sammy, with ball in hand, came on and first up went for just 2 runs. And he's continued in that vein. He's bowling really well, going at less than 5 to the over. Lack of pace, taking some pace off further still, and it's made it difficult for the batsman to get it away.
He's got so much experience, Darren Sammy, when you talk about this format, T20 cricket. Been a champion, world champion twice as a captain. Very smart bowler. You can clearly see his analysis.
Good shot. 1 bounce and away for 4. Got to do something. Can't just let him keep bowling at you. Just 1s and 2s. They've got to get at him if they're to get a good score.
Well, it's very hard to control Babar Azam lately because he's in such a good form. Went deep into the crease, and it was a fuller length delivery, but easy picking.
Thinking a second, won't get it against Miller. Very quick across the ground. Good batting from Babar Azam. Not being too greedy, not going for another big shot. He's got his boundary in the over, just rotate it and build up to a crescendo. Got to make sure that they get some momentum as they go towards that 20th. And you just need this partnership to get going. Nasfar, though, lusty blow, and it repairs it a bit. Oh, missed out. Partnership is 23 from 15.
Once the ball gets a little older, it's hard to get away. It's not easy to hit through the line. We've seen throughout this series that when the ball's new, the runs are easy to score. They come easily. You can clearly see the first 6 overs both teams have played. They scored almost 50 runs every time they went in. So once the ball gets a little older, it's hard. Especially with the change of pace. And I think that's the end of the over. We'll talk maybe next over. 11 gone, 85 for 1.
Badri.
Oh, we were talking about the change of pace, and I think Pakistan did well to bring Hassan Ali back in the squad. He's the one who will bowl in the middle overs. So maybe Pakistan, they might not need 190. The timing is beautiful. Beautiful fielded also. Very nicely done. Good cricket.
It's struck well. The outfield is very fast, and your dive has to be spot on if you're to get to it, because it's traveling, and he does such a good job to Sarah Pereira to get down in time and get one hand on it, prevent it from hitting the fence. Off the edge, it's gone fine, it'll go for 4. Much needed, those runs by Pakistan.
Yeah, Babar will take that. Pakistan will take that. There were really a couple of good overs World 11 had bowled, and Pakistan need a bigger over. And this one, so far, cost 8 runs of 4 deliveries. So Pakistan will be looking to make it big. We saw a little bit of spin today. The pitch is a little bit drier. I was there in the middle today, and I thought it was a little bit drier. But once the light comes on, in the last couple of games, we've hardly seen a spin. But what so far we have seen, a couple of deliveries have spun. So Pakistan might not need 190. 12 gone, 95 for 1. So the run rate has dropped just a wee bit. But good thing is that Ahmed Shahzad is still out there. He's a settled player, 49 from 36. Well in. Zai is in now. He needs to amp it up. Maybe just hit the opposition with a few big shots in company with the ever elegant Babar Azam. On 49. On 50. This is his best innings of the Independence Cup. He's played spin especially well, and in the first 3-4 overs he pierced the field and played a regular innings, and a job well accomplished.
He looked in control today. He struggled the first 2 games, got 40 odd, 30 odd, but he looked really in control today. 50 or 37. Played some exceptional shot in his innings.
Very keen to change the pace, Darren Sami, and it's not a bad idea on a pitch like this, Wes, because from bowling point of view, you just got to be a bit unpredictable to survive on a beautiful batting strip.
Especially with his pace, he's not express, he's not very quick, so he needs variation on this placid track. And I think that's where Pakistan team usually struggles from 10 to 12 overs till about 17. Let's see what happens today.
I think this is where his batting will be viewed very closely, because he's got to change gear. Let's see how well he can improvise. What about the 4s and the 6s that are required at this stage? Normally when you're 15 T20, you're just looking to destroy the opposition.
Partnership is worth 35 of 25. Babar Azam, another man in form, 20 of only 10 deliveries, strike rate of 166. Darren Sammy into his 4th over. He's conceded 21 runs so far, economy rate of 6. None and over will take them to 164 from here and onwards, and I think that's not good enough. They have 9 wickets in hand. 11 and over will take them to 179, but it's definitely a 180 plus pitch. Looks good. No turn so far we've seen today. And it's a pack house here. MS Shahzad is enjoying his innings. 51 of 38.
That's well bowled. That really is very, very crafty from Darren Sammy. 100 comes up for Pakistan. 100 for 1. When the batsmen are exposing the wickets to him, he's bowling the slow delivery. And when they're standing in the crease where they're supposed to, then he bowls a Yorker. So he summed it up very nicely.
The reason is he's got 4 fielders on the boundary. Fine leg, square leg, mid-wicket and mid-on. That's why he follows the batsman. And, gentle off breaks. Good over, still reasonable over. 6 runs from it. 101 for 1 in 13.
Let's have a revisit of some good shots played by MS Shahzad. He liked this line from Monem Morkel, very elegant off his pads. He's played Badri beautifully right throughout this tri-series. Sorry, free T20 series. He's good against spin, more purposeful against spin.
Most of the runs, 14 in front of square, 14 leg side, down fine leg and square leg. Strike rate of 133. That's a good strike rate in this format, 130 plus. Pereira into his 2nd over. He's conceded 13 in his 1st. Samuel Badri 3 for 28. Monem Morkel expensive 2 for 16. Ben Cutting only 4 runs in 1 over. And Darren Sammy 4 overs, 24 runs.
Oh, grasped Imran Tahir. It went quickly, it was flat, but still could have taken it rather easily because he didn't have to move almost at all. It just went at him at a pace.
It was one of those deliveries he could have hit anywhere, but unfortunately for him went straight to Imran Tahir. Unfortunately for him again, for Babar, that he dropped it. It was firmly hit, like Ramesh just mentioned. Change of field, fine leg is coming up, and mid-off is going back.
He's cursing himself because he could have put it away anywhere on the leg side and found the fielder instead. I like the way he ran after dropping that ball. There's no concern of being embarrassed at all. World 11 will gladly take this passage of play, because hardly any big shots have been exercised by Ahmed and Babar.
Pakistan have scored 35 in last 4 overs. It sounds a lot more, but if you see the situation, 9 wickets in hand, it should be about 45-50. One of them, especially Shahzad, is fit. Oh, beg your pardon, Shahzad is well set. He should take a risk, at least a couple of deliveries in every over from now onwards. Going to come back for 2. No, they're going to settle for 1. He's very, very quick and a very strong arm. Mela.
It's not yet working for Pakistan. 11 and over now, only 175. So they need to crack open the field.
They need a couple of big overs here if they want to get to 190. 104 for 1 in 13.3. And it looked a very balanced side today, the World 11. Number 8 is Ben Cutting, who can hit some big balls.
Imran Tahir falling into pieces. He falls almost every time the ball is hit at his towards him. But still dealing in singles. This is another excellent over from World 11.
He haven't been zeroed in yet. Tremendous bowler though. What a cricketer, Imran Tahir. Inside out, give himself room and straight to the fielder. Firmly hit Hashim Amla. They're only going to settle for 1. 5 runs from the over. 6 and over from here is not going to cut it.
Last 14 balls, 14 singles. 107 for 1.
Seven for 1 in 14. They need some boundaries. Imran Tahir to continue. Another single. 15 last 15 deliveries, 15 singles. 11 and over will take them to 172. They need 180 plus. Looks a good pitch.
It's pretty repetitive stuff. They've not seen any improvisation. They're falling into this trap set by World 11 bowlers. I think you've got to take risks. You've got to do something different. Just not allowed them any width to maneuver the ball into the gaps. They've had a very tight grip over the proceedings in the last 2 or 3 overs.
They've got to plan the World 11. Every fielder in a circle coming from the line. They're giving away a single anyway. They're happy to give away singles. Short delivery, but only gonna, it was a quicker one, the flipper. So that plan is working for them, Rams. 4 fielder inside the circle, giving him a single. They give him a 6 and over. This single brings up 50 partnership of 37 deliveries between Ahmed Shahzad and Babar Azam.
See, normal circumstances, whereas I think it's a pretty decent partnership, but looking at the pitch and how things are, you're competing with a World 11 side, you've got to be just a little bit ahead of the 8 ball, and they've fallen behind. Look for 4s and 6s. The big boundaries have dried up, courtesy World 11.
At least 1 boundary in and over. And then, of course, if they can take 5 singles, you get 9 and over. And sometimes you get 2 boundaries. You got to try, you got to give it a go. Risk it. Straight. Nicely played. Much needed boundary for Pakistan. 116 for 1.
Surely will bring some joy to the fans, break the shackles as well. Babar Azam this time not preempting anything, just staying in the crease and hitting through the line. Lovely piece of timing. He's not a big spinner of the ball, Imran Tahir. Bit of flight, and that did the job for the right-hander Babar Azam. Very good shot. One 7 for 1. One 17 for 1. Let's go to Zainab Abbas.
I've got with me Andy Flower over here. Andy, firstly, welcome to Pakistan, and tell us about your experience so far.
Well, it's been a great experience so far. Great connection on cricket. Great welcome from the Pakistani people. The game just set 1-1.
Some problem with the mic. That'll be sorted. And sorting Pereira with a blistering drive is Babar Azam.
He's off Babar. 37 of 22. That was his 4th boundary. What a shot. Strike rate of 168. Gave himself room. He didn't follow it. And that's what exactly Babar wanted. There was a fielder that had extra cover on the boundary. He had no chance.
I'll be given as a wide. Shuffling the crease and just putting the bowler off his pace and focus. First extra of the match, by the way. So, as was expected, World 11 bowlers have been very tidy in the all-important decider. They've raised their game. The fielding has been good. The bowling has been pinpoint accurate at times.
Good over for Pakistan. 6 runs from 2 deliveries. 123 for 1. Babar Azam looking really good. He's in good nick. Man of the match first game, got 80 plus, played magnificently. Now then, what will Ahmed Shahzad do? Will he go or extra cover?
Miller is very quick. Throws in, 2 runs taken. Good running by Shahzad and Babar. Oh, he's not going to risk it. Seemed to have grazed himself while diving back into the crease.
Safely home. No worries whatsoever. Good throw from Miller. Right on the spot, top of the stumps. Not out is the decision. And you can hear the crowd with excitement, loving every minute of it, supporting their team.
Well, let's try Zainab Abbas again.
Andy Flower is here with me. Sorry, Andy, there was a bit of a sound issue going on, but you were telling us about your experience in Pakistan.
Yeah, we've had a great welcome from the Pakistani people. The guys have come here with a specific purpose of playing some great cricket and also introducing international cricket back to the game, back to this country. And we've had a superb stay so far. And it's great that it's 1-1 and we built up to this final.
How difficult was it for you to convince the players and get them to come over here?
It wasn't a tough ask, to be honest. A lot of the players responded really positively as soon as I called them up, and really look forward to the experience of being in Pakistan again and playing some good cricket.
What are your thoughts on the crowd and the support that you've seen?
Well, the crowds are fantastic. I mean, when I played cricket here in Pakistan in the 90s, that was one of the strongest memories I have, the passion for the game and the enthusiasm and the knowledge of the people watching the game.
Talking about memories, you won a historic series in Pakistan and you were part of the squad, so you're hoping to take back some more good memories?
Well, we are taking back some good memories, there's no doubt about it. We've had a great bunch of guys that have made up the international 11. We've all had a great welcome from the Pakistani players, but from the Pakistani people, but also from the opposition, from the PCB, and it'll be an experience that people will remember for the rest of their lives.
Tremendous comeback by your team in the previous game.
Yeah, it was, and we were behind the 8 ball for a while. We needed 40 of the last 3 overs. It was a sensational finish to the game, great for the crowd. And it looks as if the total might be a similar sort of total tonight. So hopefully we were in with a nice tight finish again.
What do you make of the pitch and the conditions so far?
All 3 pitches have been superb. It's a great venue. And you don't get better pitches than this to play limited overs cricket on. So that is partly why the standard of cricket has been so high.
All right, thank you so much, Andy, and all the best.
That's a pleasure. Cheers.
Right, yeah, is the manager of the World 11, coach / manager, and worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this tour happen. So well done, Andy Flower. 0 dots for Babar Azam, 23 balls and 38. Sure. 127 for 1.
Andy Flower, one of the top players I played against. Beautiful technique, solid technique. Got a lot of runs against me in Bakar, this guy. And a very strong kind of player. Always on a front foot and a very nice guy as well. Good competitor. 127-1. 11 over will take them to 171. They need, I reckon Pakistan need told me about 180-85 plus on this good pitch.
Well, certainly played well. In a little bit of turn, but it looks a good surface, as have the 2 bin too. That'll help. It's a good shot. It's the only place he didn't want to bowl it with mid-off up, but he somehow has bowled it where he doesn't want to, and he's been punished.
Meant to be a slow ball, but obviously didn't turn. It was an off-cutter, and Babar Azam picked it up beautifully, inside out. Mid-off was up, over extra cover, couple of bounces into the fence 43 of 25, strike rate of 172.
Can't be wide of the off stump. He's got third man up. He's got mid-off up. Protection leg side. Oh, lucky. Slower ball and very straight. And look at that from Babar Azam. It's because he recognizes that he's missed out on the opportunity. Could have got 4 more.
This is a very difficult field setting for bowlers like Mone Mokel, who gets this extra bounce because of his height and pace. Third man up. Anything outside off stump, he'll race towards the third man. Now mid-off has gone back. So he's got fine leg up, mid-off back. Third man is still up in the circle. It's got to be middle leg with this kind of field. Fine leg up, third man up.
Middle. Probably a slower ball. Yeah, because that's what will happen. It has to be right on the stumps. Absolutely no margin. And the reason I'm going, it has to be a slower ball. He bowls it particularly fast. So any sort of deflection, it goes down that side for 4.
He's an experienced campaigner, Mone Mokel. It is impossible for a fast bowler to have this sort of field, especially in the 17th or 16th over. Fine leg up, third man up. You got to be, like Bomi said, it's got to be right on the spot every time. Brilliant. Brilliant. That's good cricket from Ahmed Shahzad. He's on 68 now. Much needed boundaries for Pakistan. 3 boundaries in this over. 13 runs from it so far.
It's much better from Shahzad. He just seemed comfortable with getting a single and not being proactive in trying to find the boundary more regularly. And this, using the pace, batting according to the field as well. And he's got that away. Now Mokel very much under pressure, with still a couple of deliveries to bowl in this over, which has already gone for 13. And essentially it's a confusion with regard to the field. There's an uncertainty of what he wants to bowl and therefore what field he should set. It changes again. Fine legs gone back. Third man and mid-off are up.
It's the same field he started off with. Again, he was lucky. There was a good delivery, good yorker, but third man was up. Any outside edge would have again raced away towards the boundary. 13 runs from the over so far. This was a dot ball.
Lots of protection that side. And pick up a second. Little fumble allows him to get that. Good over for Pakistan. 15 off it. 1-4-2 for 1. Just 1 wicket down. Pakistan, they're 142 on the board. Ahmed Shahzad on 70 from 51. And Babar Azam 44 from 26 has been in such fine touch. So all 3 of these 2020 internationals. So important from here on, just the 3 overs to go. And to keep finding the boundary. Especially 1 down, and also just with the fact that 170 was easy to chase, easy enough. And 197, which they won with, is kind of where they would have been thinking, according to this surface, at the start of this game.
12 and over. If you see on the screens, take them to 178. And they have 9 wickets in hand. That should be easy. He bowled well. He only bowled 1 over Bancutton and given away 4 runs. That's his second over. So he's bowling the 18th, so he'll bowl the 20th as well. It's a pack house here at Gaddafi Stadium. 1 each. And now this is the decider. Look at them. They are excited. They are happy. They're watching the sport live. The sport they love. The sport they're passionate about. You know, it's to me, for me, it's unbelievable pictures as a Pakistani. Bit of swing, gone all the way. Maximum. He picked up this beautifully.
He missed ever so slightly. Doesn't get to the block hole. And at this time of the game, you get punished. They're searching for those, the batsmen. It's right in the slot. And again. 2 in a row. Oh yes, Ahmed Shahzad turning it on.
150 up, he's on fire, 2 and 2. 12 of 2 deliveries, 13 from this over. Right in the slot. See you later. Go fetch.
Yeah, that's where he wants to bowl. He has to bowl Yorkers, but he's missing each time. His field is set for it. He's got to run up and bowl in the block hole. His protection is straight and leg side, with fine leg and third man in the circle. Well played, excellently played. Make that 3 in a row.
Hat-trick of 6s for Ahmed Shahzad. He's on fire, and so is Gaddafi Stadium. Crowd has erupted. 88 of 54. Slow ball. Picked up nicely. Fine leg was up in the circle. And that brings up 100 partnership of only 57 deliveries. The first one. Middled it. Second one. Even bigger. And then the third one. Clever.
Yeah, well done. Miss fuller than shorter. Well, it's good. This is good from Ahmed Shahzad. I just felt he might be happy enough with where he was going with his work to that point, and he went through a phase where he looked like he was too tired and he was happy with getting singles. But he's shifted gears quite nicely and needs to keep going. Oopsie, I have to bowl that again. Oh, get back, out.
It was so unnecessary. 20 runs already from the over. Both the openers got run out. Unlucky Ahmed Shahzad. He played brilliantly. Crowd on their feet. 89 of 55. Treat to watch today. Played some excellent shots. Second wicket gone for Pakistan. 163 for 2.
Wide ball. I reckon he's on such a roll. Ahmed Shahzad is quite happy to have the strike. It's coming off his bat so nicely, so easily, and he's saying, come on, let me at him. Misjudgment there. His partner wasn't even looking at him.
163 for 2. New batsman Shoaib Malik. He's in good nick. Look at his strike rate, 116. That's his career best. 75, 5 50s, and he played 2 excellent knocks in this Independence Cup against the World 11. 190 strike rate first inning, first game. Second game, 170 strike rate by Shoaib Malik, and it was just unnecessarily. He was trying. He wanted to get the strike, but didn't happen at this occasion. Wasn't the best stage for Pakistan to lose wicket. They were going brilliantly.
Thought of a second, wasn't on. What an over that. 22 off it. 164 for 2.
Man in form. Shoaib Malik, one of the most experienced player in this Pakistani squad. Fakhr Zaman run out 27. Ahmed Shahzad run out 89 of just 55 deliveries.
The first time for Pakistan that both openers in the 2020 international have been run out. And the fourth time in 2020 internationals, all 2020 internationals. They're more likely to be caught cover, caught off the fence, got it long on, swiping at it. Current rate gets 182. It's Morne Oracle to bowl his final one. There he is. Oh, there they are, I should say.
Here they are. The captain, Misbah-ul Haq, and of course, boom boom, Shahid Afridi. Look at the roar. Hate the roar for these two greats.
He was brutal in game number 1, particularly, and somewhat lost their way, Pakistan, and he walked in and managed to get them to that 197. Very experienced man, Shoaib Malik. Doesn't have a lot of time here, but must still do the job. It's a tough one for middle order players and finishers, if you'd like to call them that, in the 2020 format, because the numbers are looked at and they need to be scrutinized when you try and look at their performances. And strike rate's a big thing, but sometimes 10 off 3 or 4 or 5 is what tips the game, and perhaps not quite appreciated if you just plainly look at the numbers. And he's able to do that, Shoaib Malik.
Shahid Afridi, and of course captain Misbah-ul Haq, who just retired from international cricket. They've been well loved. People loved their cricket, the way they played their cricket, the way they handled themselves, and they deserve everything. They probably are in the break, I think, between the innings. They do the lap of honor, and I think we should all honor them. They deserve it. They're our heroes.
Welcome dot is a good over this thus far. Over number 19, and it's gone for just 3 at this point. Critical in the context, because they look like they might comfortably get to that 190 mark, but this over might just change things.
This particular situation would have been ideal for this man. 3 overs to go, 2 overs to go, and comes out the boom boom Afridi. And now Shoaib Malik's got to fill that part. Here we go! Yes! Maximum! The first one from Shoaib Malik.
Just the third ball he's facing. And he'd have been straight on a half volley, on full toss, something that he can get at.
It's meant to be a yorker. Gotta be. You can't just bowl there at this stage of the game, especially an informed batsman like Shoaib Malik, right in the slot.
Yeah, pace off it, short as well, slower bouncer. And they'll be back for a couple. Somewhat rescued the over. It's gone for 11. 175 for 2. A decent performance for Pakistan with bat in hand. 175 for 2 with 1 more to play. And I'd like a really big one here, but 12, 15 would still be okay. As it's gone along, well, the World 11 have fought back. It was a fast start, 51 of the first 6 for Pakistan. And the World 11 fought back. Sami into the attack and slowed things down. And in that middle period, it looked they just lost their way. This man been in good touch. And once again, contributing greatly. Now to finish off for Pakistan. Can they get to 190?
15 away from 190. Slow ball, inside out, and gone. Straight to the field, extra cover. The skipper played well, Babar Azam. Misjudged it. He didn't middle the shot, picked up the slow ball. Mid-off was up in the circle, but couldn't middle it. He departs for 48, Pakistan 175 for 3.
For the bowler, it's about making sure that you're as straight as possible. You see that Babar Azam's trying to play offside. That's where his option is. And he recognizes it, picks the slower ball. And the reason he's annoyed is because he doesn't quite execute the shot. Doesn't have to hit it really hard. Doesn't have to make as much contact because they're in the circle. But he still can't get the sufficient contact. And so chips it to cover. For the bowler, he'll say, well, I forced him to go in a different direction. And he took the risk, and I've got him. And it's a great start for Tisara Pereira, who's had a decent night with the ball. In comes Imad Wasi.
"22 games only, 120 runs, 150 to his name so far. He's starting his career, so he can bat. That's for sure. A useful cricketer, the #1 T20 bowler in the ranking. Back of a hand, slow ball. He just rolled his finger over the ball. In middle it, top edge, went straight to Faf Duplessis, the captain, the skipper.
He's annoyed. Fair enough. He's in fine touch. Expects a lot of himself, particularly when he's in good form. Shoaib Malik on strike. Good man, finally got. Oh, yes. Oh, that's some strike. He's done really well to get that away in that direction. A low full toss.
Amazing shot. Not a difficult shot to play. It was a low full toss. Look at that. Picked it up over the square leg fielder for his third six. Beg your pardon, second six. Strike rate of 300. 15 of 5 deliveries, Shoaib Malik. He's on fire here.
Didn't quite get it and can only get a single. They'll be happy with that. The World 11 get him off strike, striking it so well all 3 games. 16 of 6 now he's got. Didn't do too bad a job. Imad Wasim, he also struck it.
Very strong onside player, Imad Wasim. Mid-wicket, square leg and mid-on, that's his area. 71 runs in last 5 overs with 2 wickets. 182 for 3. 3 deliveries to go. And if they get to 195, that would be ideal. 190 will do as well. Good enough total to defend.
Well done. Really well done. Gold dust at this time, and it's the second one, and he has bowled in the over dot ball with the wicket off the first, right in that block hole. Field has fine leg up in the circle, so he can't be straight on the stumps. Man back there, out. 2 in the over. Importantly, it's a dot again for Thisara Perera and the World 11.
2 wickets in an over. Another good catch by the skipper. Imad Wasim departs without scoring. Pakistan 182 for 4. He was right in the slot, but I think he was trying to hit too hard, got top edge and straight to extra cover fielder. Simple catch in the end. .182 for 4. The skipper walks out for Pakistan. Sarfaraz. 1 ball to go. Shoaib Malik will face. He's in good touch. In fact, in great touch.
Yeah, just hitting across it. And with all the angles, unable to make sufficient contact. And just don't go for a boundary if you're the bowler. That's what you're thinking here. As the batsman, he's got to get it over the fence. Yeah, well bowled. Excellent final over. A great shot to get away for 6, but in the end he's gone for 8 in the over and he's got a couple of wickets. Great work. He's pulled it back quite nicely for the World 11 as Thisara Perera. Pakistan and 183 for 4.
Let's have a look at the batting. They played some brilliant knocks. Ahmed Shahzad 89 of 55. Babar Azam looked really good in the series, 48 of 31. And Shoaib Malik, form of his life, 17 of 7, 183 for 4 in 20.
For 37, Thisara Perera with a really good final over. Darren Samuel scored. He started the slow down early in the game after the rollicking start, and he finished up going at just 6 to the over. Excellent bowling. And as a group, they'll be quite happy with their work because at various times they were put under immense pressure, but were able to respond. surface, a good one. The target, 184 to decide the series. We'll see how the chase goes in not long from now.
Shahid Afridi didn't turn up for his award last night, but he's present here, waving to the crowds. Still very much a crowd puller. I love the three-wheelers, they're beautifully done up with local art and all, and still has got a lot of pull, Shahid Afridi. It's always nice when you're still a very popular individual after you've retired, and fans just absolutely adore and love him.
I still remember when he first played for Pakistan. He went on to the Kenya tour. And very young, he was only I think 15, 16. Very strong, still very strong. Played 20 odd years for Pakistan. That's amazing. Great career, played around the world, mainly T20 cricket. Still very young, still playing in county cricket.
Well, the entire stands are lit up by phone lights. The camera phone, where you can get a glimpse of what's happening in the crowds. Like little twinkling stars. Earlier, Misbah Haq was also given a very warm reception. Led Pakistan so well over the years. That's a very healthy tradition, actually, where you send off your stars with a lot of warmth and respect. Every retired cricketer dreams for such an occasion, so it's been set up by the cricket board. Nice to be respected when you've ended your innings and be amongst your fans that you've played in front of. Afridi there with the team players. Possibly a final hug.
Well, that's what you play for. You play for respect, and I think the credit should be given to PCB for organizing this dinner last night, where the youngsters were being awarded with a lot of trophies, and they were very respected. It was great occasion last night also. And now Afridi and Misbah. I'm not sure why Yunus didn't come. He should have been there. You know, people want to see him for the last time. You know, cricket have come back to Pakistan. He should have been here.
Good photograph with two champion cricketers. This bowler can try out breathing. And so back on cricket now. Pakistan need to bowl well, feel well, and make sure that they win this. It's the all-important decider. Pakistan being served under a new captain, taking a different route under Sarfraz. A lot of young players that have emerged under his captaincy. Thank you, Kaptan, as the most successful Pakistan skipper. Has gone through a lot of highs and lows in his career, but at the end of the day, he's weathered the storm and come out as a stronger individual, as a very fine cricketer. Afridi will always be known for his mercurial hitting. Hashim Amla will be the key to success. He'll anchor the innings while just getting on with it also. He's the conventional player in the first 5 or 6 overs and then can improvise as well. Strike rate of 130. Not bad at all.
Very impressive. And lately he has made few changes in his game. Played over the top now. And on the other hand is Tamim Iqbal, who hasn't really blossomed so far in these matches, but he is very much capable of winning game for his team. Up the order, World 11 will be looking for a good start. So far in this last couple of games we have seen the teams have given good starts. Imad Wasim will start the first over from pavilion end.
And they need the side screen to be fixed. So just a little bit of a pause here. This is what Pakistan achieved with the bat. There he goes. It's a lofted shot. Will this be taken? Dropped. It's a very difficult catch to attempt, but gave it a fair chase. Miscued it. Tamim Iqbal showing his intentions and got the toe end of his bat.
Yeah, he's looking to put him under pressure. Shoaib Malik was the man. Gave it everything. It was a tough one. It was going away from him and he was running backward. Now that's better. That's a better stroke. More controlled. Second boundary.
Yeah, pressure back on the bowler. Just got to find a way to not be predictable. The left arm spinner. Imad Wasim hits him on the pad, but if you're not going to get a lot of spin, then it's your length then can cause a bit of confusion in the mind of the striker. Can you ever get a bit of spin, Waqar, with that bowling action? It's another massive shot. May have gone all the way. One bounce over the rope. muscling his way into this innings. Some lovely hitting from Tamim Iqbal, and pressure is mounting on the left arm spinner.
Yeah, definitely under pressure. That's a big over, first over. That's a serious pressure on Pakistan early in the game.
Chance, a direct hit. Hashim Amla was struggling. They've gone for the appeal. Leg umpire says not out. Big over for the World 11. 13 without a wicket. So Ahmed Shahzad in that innings became the first batsman to hit 3 sixes in a row from Pakistan in T20 cricket. That's not a bad start after what happened in that first over.
Yeah, the length was very good. Good start by Osman. He knows this pitch quite well. He's picked up 5 wickets. I still remember that was a few years back, 2013. That's on that performance. He went to Sharjah, but after that he had serious issues with his with injuries. I think his back was an issue, the biggest issue. Then he had to change his action. That's why he doesn't swing it anymore. He used to swing the ball, as you said, but not anymore because he falls away a little bit. His wrist breaks. He doesn't really stay behind the ball. Whenever he get it right, he does swing it very little though. But he's not like Muhammad Amir, who keeps his hand right behind the ball. The finger goes down, give the backspin. He just falls away a little bit.
He's dead set to hit the ball a mile, Tamim Iqbal. That's such a good shot down the ground, and that's well fielded. Hassan Ali there, sliding and skidding on a hard surface. These boards can be nasty on the knee. He's hopping and limping. He's just returned from an injury scare. But these mats can be very, very rough and tough on the fielders.
Well, you asked me about Imad Wasim, that can he spin the ball? Well, we've tried really hard with him in my coaching time. Mushi was there also. Mushi worked really hard with him, but it's very difficult because he falls away and but he bowls that in swinger, the what do we call it, the arm delivery so well, and he focused so well on that. That's why he'll probably struggle in Test match cricket if he plays that, because if you're not a turner of the ball, you will struggle, or you might not play Test match cricket. But in this format, because there's so much, so little time to settle, and he bowls wicket to wicket, makes life very difficult. Whenever he looks to spin the ball, he's got to bowl really slowly. And it's very easy for a batsman to pick that. But his handful is very, very accurate and very smart when it comes to bowling with the new ball.
Oh, through at the non-striker's end, at the wrong end actually. And that throw sailed over the stumps. It just absolutely a horrendous miscue this from the fielder. Ruman Reis there, misfiring it, and thankfully Babar Azam had it covered. Asking him that he had thrown at the wrong end. Wahab Pink, throw at the other end. Oh, that one kept extremely low and surprised Tamim Iqbal. He's castled. Threatening to break loose, and well, he's been bold. Usman Shinwari with his first cap.
Well, that's his first wicket at the T20 internationals. Maybe the ball kept a little low, but the length was perfect. 15 for 1. Tamim gone for 14. Yes, the ball kept a little bit low. The pace was there. It was nice and straight. Shinwari enjoyed it. Captain thrilled.
You gotta absolutely love the strike rate, but I'm not too sure about 35 runs. Best of 29. He's tall, he can hit the ball a long way down the ground. But Tamim Iqbal should consider himself absolutely unlucky with this. Yeah, didn't rise at all, didn't get up at all. But to left armer's credit, he had sized up the stumps, bowled a straight ball, and that was enough to give him his first international T20 wicket. Oh, that is such a delightful shot. First the use of the feet, then finding the arc and missing the man at long on. Really was extremely well executed by one hell of a player.
Well, no holding back, that's for sure. Although they did lose wicket in the last over, they're going to keep pushing. They're going to make sure that they look to hit boundaries early on. I'm not sure if Ben Cuttings have faced Imad Wasim in the past or not, but he'll be a difficult customer for him, because if you have not really faced him before, the delivery he bowled, that arm delivery, it can be a wicket-taking delivery.
Back foot, be careful. That's more like it. Well, World 11 can't afford to have a limp period. They've just got to carry on at a certain rate. And Hashim Amla would be the guiding spirit for them. Such a cool, calm customer. Faf du Plessis in his chat the other night did mention about Hashim Amla and how cool he was. He hardly ever perspires. Wanted to hit it through the offside. Big inside edge earns him a single. 23 for 1. Pakistan were 28 without a wicket. World 11 have not started badly. They've lost a wicket, but the run rate is high. He just whips it and comes back easily for 2.
He's such a complete player, Hashim Amla. Very attacking at times. And when you talk about Test match cricket, his track record speaks for itself. I love the way he made changes in this format.
Oh, cracking straight drive. Just showing his repertoire and range and how good he is against spin and pace. Once he beat that man at mid-off with strength of that drive, all over. Beautifully struck.
Yeah, this is the best shot if you can play that on a regular basis. And Hashim Amla is very good in that. Very full-length delivery. Good effort by Hassan Ali, but it was just too good a hit.
Still an early opening to the run chase, but this duel suggests that it's going to be one hell of a run chase. We're in for a lot of entertainment. It's a flick, easily done, one bounce over the rope. He just can't err. He's such a good player at finding gaps and looking after the loose deliveries on the path to a guy who is electric with his wrist work. Not good.
Yeah, that's the experience, isn't it? He knew exactly where Shinwari is going to bowl. So he moved more toward offside to open up that onside area. 33 for 1. Hashim Amla on 17. 10 of the overs so far and 4 deliveries. NB expensive over.
Oh yes, he hardly seemed to hit the ball, almost carried over the rope. It's just nothing more than a mere push. Shinwari's been taught few lessons here by Hashim Amla. His brilliance and aggression and the poise with which he's hitting the ball is superb.
Well, Hashim Amla knew it exactly once again, that where Shinwari is going to bowl. Because the last delivery he played on the onside, this time he gave a little bit of room. It's very difficult to bowl to a player like him who can play all around the ground.
Yeah, just subtle movements, nothing alarming. to give bowler a head start. It's another flick. At the same length, he can play 3-4 shots. He's such a superb player. 37 for 1 after 4.
السونات الجديدة.
Got the penalty skipper now. Amla is looking good, 21 of 12. 41 for 2 now, World 11.
Oh dear, oh no. Has he got him? Yes, he's got to go. What a mix-up. Terrible, terrible call. It was yes and then no. 2 in 2 balls. It turns around so quickly.
Look at the excitement there. It's noisy here at Katafi Stadium. The danger man, Hashim Amla, departs. Ran himself out, 21 of 12, 41 for 3 now. Went straight to the fielder, yes, no, it was too late for Hashim. Fakhr Zaman was the fielder there. And Hashim Amla goes. Under pressure now, the World 11, George Bailey, the new batsman, comes out. Another dangerous player in this format. George Bailey, 470 runs. Look at the strike rate. Very important strike rate in this format. 140, 250s. A lot depends on him and the skipper.
I fielded. Needed to put the dive in. Now to calm his mind, it'll be racing. Faf du Plessis. Yeah, called yes straight away. The intention of where he wants the ball to go is what he goes according to, and then having realized that it's not gone where he wants, it's way too late by then, and Hashim Amla can't turn and get back in time. It was a gift really to Pakistan. And what happens with Pakistan sides that get their tails up is that they're all over you for a period. And just in this little phase, you can expect that Hassan Ali is not going to give too much away. The body language will be good. The skills will generally be good. And they've got to fight back to get a bit of a partnership here, the World 11.
He's charging in. So is the crowd. So is the crowd. Another good delivery. Single. Oh, directed would have been bye-bye. 6 from the over. 43 for 3.
It's exactly what I want about. Suddenly the fielding goes up a notch. Everything just happens quicker and better at world-class level. Look at this for fielding. It's outstanding work by Imad Wasim. And if he hits the target, that's out. They just seem to be able to sense that, hold on, we can grip the game here and never let it go. And everybody lifts. A spark, some inspiration.
And this is the beauty of playing in front of your home crowd, isn't it? It motivates you every time you're down. Roman Reis, another very talented bowler. Good variation, averaged 36. He just started his career.
Straight to the fielder.
It's all happening there in the middle.
Oh, pity. Lucky the bowler. Roman Reis. Yeah, on either side. That's gone for 4. As it stands, couple of dots in a row. And working really well. That rate, things have just shifted. They were going more than 9 to the over, about 9.5. And the start, as I said when I sat down, it's okay. And I said okay because it just looked, they were trying to utilize the first 6 and playing a few more shots than they would normally. And if they just got through the phase, you could then make a judgment to say, well, here is the start. And they've lost 3 and lost them pretty quickly. 2 in a row, previous over. All of a sudden, despite having 43 on the board, it's not looking so great now. Have to create a partnership, form it, and take this one as deep as possible so they can just get back into things.
They both have the ability, no doubt. The skipper himself and George Bailey, very experienced players, very skillful players. Another brilliant delivery from this youngster. 141 required from on 86 deliveries. 4 dot balls. This was the first one. Straight onto his stumps. Look at Usman Shanwari, excited. And second one inside edge onto his stumps. And the celebration. And the third one straight to the fielder. Yes, no hesitation. And by the time it's up and gone.
Bowled, well bowled. Yeah, normal pace deliveries, all the other ones, and then same line, and he took all the pace off it.
Five dot balls. One leg is up in the circle. Brilliant over so far. No maiden in this series so far. Let's see what happens on this delivery. Yes, the first maiden over in this series by Roman Reis. 6 overs gone. 43 for 3. Change of bowling. Mohammad Nawaz now bowling from the pavilion end. Beautifully bowled, drifted in and turned ever so slightly. Good variation from Nawaz. He's a very skillful bowler, very talented bowler.
So good the combination in terms of the makeup of this bowling lineup of the three spinners. Totally different. Yes, they're two left arm spinners, but one doesn't turn it at all. Darts it in, bowls with the new ball and looks to hit your stumps that way. And then you've got Nawaz who comes in and wants to try and loop it, use flight and guile, try and turn it if there's any turn at all on the surface. And then the leg spinner who also varies it. So variation all over the place despite all being slow bowlers.
And even with the fast bowlers, you have Roman Reis, who's got variations, nippy, and then you have Shanwari, totally different bowler. He's a left arm, but very different action. And then, of course, Hassan Ali, who's nippy, who's skitty, and good variation as well. So, yes, you're absolutely spot on. Variety in this bowling attack.
Excellent batting. That's just a top shot. Good use of the feet, a good strike, and the placement. There's a man back on that fence. So he's got to open the face sufficiently to get it wide of him. He does all of that.
That's his pet shot. He plays that beautifully every time. With the spin, inside out, one bounce into the fence.
Yeah, good.
50 comes up. Partnerships 9 from 14. It really is a rebuilding phase after the couple of wickets fell one after the other. And the run rate required has gone up, just passing 10.
Yeah.
7 runs from the over. 50 for 3. Pakistan, a 183 for 4. Ahmed Shahzad looked brilliant today, 89 of 55. Babar Azam in good nick, 48 of 39. Zaman, Fakhr Zaman, 27 of 25. Pereira to 27, 37 in reply. World 11 started off well, but now they're 50 for 3. Another pump here. Sarfaraz mentioned to Imad Wasim is going to charge and play you inside out. That's the only shot he's going to play. But he also plays pull shot as well. He just did.
You know that it wasn't intended for Duplessis because he said it all in Urdu. So it was a secret message. Well struck. Must be 1-0. Seven to 12. Particularly critical, having lost their way, and the partnership is still going at less than a run a ball. Before they get to the 12th, they've got to address that and got themselves to where they're scoring it more than a run a ball, just so they can keep a hold of the rate required. Don't want that to just run away from them.
Come on, guys, do the wave.
Was it the Lahorite wave?
Absolutely, Lahori wave. Inside edge onto his stumps. Another wicket for Pakistan. And first one for Imad Wasim.
Got for 3, George Bailey. It was a struggle for him out there, couldn't get it away. It's 53 for 4. And they're looking offside, hoping for a little bit of turn, hoping for a bit of pace as well, so they can try and pump him over the top on the offside. Took some pace off it. Got his man, Imad Wasim.
David Miller, danger man, entertaining player. This guy, really enjoy watching him. .874 runs, strike rate of 135. If you notice, all the top batsmen in this format have a strike rate of over 125. Career best 53, but that's at number 6. That's why he's only got 150.
No pace at all. Not the pace he expected. And just drags it onto his stumps. Pakistan at the moment in control of things. They're getting wickets. It's their biggest, best trait. They just keep chipping away.
Get out!
What an over this is. Just 3 off it and the wicket. Yeah, nervous times. Who can grab it by the scruff of the neck? Balled. Oh, that's off the edge. That's off the edge. And the one that got away. 53 for 4. Yeah. Deflection. Big-ish. Sarfaraz will expect himself to take that. Question is, will they pay for that? How much will they pay for that?
Right, watch out for the wrong guns. Shadab Khan very good with the googly.
One boy.
So the need a good solid run here. World 11, 54 for the loss of 4. In no time they lost 3 wickets in fact. So that's blocked the flow. I've got Grant Elliott here with me. 130 off 71 balls. You think it's a doable job? It's getting a bit tough.
Yeah, thanks, Ramiz. Good to be here with you. So I mean, yeah, we're 4 down, but I think, you know, part of the game plan was to put cutting in early if we did lose a wicket in the first sort of 6. So essentially we could be sort of looking at a 3 down.
Ready, my boy?
We've got some power to come. We've got the likes of Pereira, who obviously batted beautifully last night, and we've got Darren Sammy as well.
Well, it's how well you play against spin, I guess, because or change of pace, because that's going to be the line of attack from Pakistan. Imad Wasim and Shadab, and, you know, pace off the ball.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about how to play these balls, especially Shadab. I think Nawaz is quite conventional, but Imad obviously like very unconventional. The guy said very difficult to get underneath and obviously whack for runs. Tamim has probably been the only one that's really got hold of him. So for him to go for 20 off 2 was actually a bonus for us as a team. And these two batting, this is the partnership, isn't it? We need to get something going here.
On a different note, how's it been for you? World 11 tour, being part of a World 11 is a big deal, mate.
Yeah, we just wish it would go on for a little bit longer. We were speaking to Andy about a world tour. He hasn't quite bought into it yet. Beautiful shot from Faf du Plessis there. And the boys are just enjoying time together. It's a great bunch of lads, but there's been a lot of information passed down. You know, everyone's very open to how are we going to play these guys and game plans out there. How can we actually win this thing? So it is all about winning.
No, you clearly made Pakistan's life tough. It's not been a cakewalk for them. So 126 in 66 balls. It's not looking that pretty for World 11, but we know what Faf du Plessis and David Miller can do to any opposition. So hang in there, folks. I need another launching pad. Just waiting for that takeoff position, World 11.
I think, you know, looking at the games that have gone past, we've sort of discussed if it gets over 12s, I mean, it's a fast outfield. And you can hit the seamers, you can hit them 360, you can get them behind the wicket as well. So, you know, this is the crucial part now. The spinners are on, and we know the power that David Miller possesses.
David Miller did mention the fact that he wants to up his game against spin in this part of the world, and so this will be a good learning curve for him, because against medium paces and even against good pace he can be lethal just like that. When he hits, they stay hit. Magnificent shot down the ground.
Miller, unbelievable player straight. As a spinner, you get it close to him, he just releases the arms just like that, bang, over mid-off, and that's where he's dangerous, straight.
All good players hit the ball down the ground. I was fortunate enough to watch one great partnership between AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli in one of the IPL editions. They got 170 in no time, and boy, they hit the ball a mile down the ground.
It's been great after the games, you know, chatting, you know, like Darren Sammy, myself, Davey Miller the other night. We'll be sitting down and we're talking about finishing in the middle order, and, you know, how difficult a job it is being there at the end, because, oh, that's wide ball. Great job there from Sarfraz. But, you know, you want to do your job, and your job as a middle order player is to be there at the end, not out and finish. So every time that happens, you know, you've done very well, but how many times out of 10 innings are you going to do it? And Davey was talking about it and saying, I want to be that guy at the end, and I want to do it. So great opportunity for him here.
It's about getting a grip over your nerve. I guess you just got to sense an opportunity, sense a kill, make sure that you target one or two bowlers and not panic. Faf du Plessis is a beautiful striker of the ball. Direct hit, Shadab Khan. He's a wonderful fielder. Pakistan feel they've clinched the issue. And if that's the case, then it's a big scalp.
Yes, great work there. And Shadab Khan. Oh, and Faf's out. That's disappointing for the World 11. Big blow.
Yeah, great piece of fielding. He charged the ball and picked it up beautifully, and then the all-important execution bit was flawless, hitting the stumps on the full OUT. So World 11, just when they were looking to rebuild, have lost. In fact, it's the skipper who's been run out. Faf du Plessis gone for 13, 67 for 5.
Great work from Shadab Khan. I mean, the Pakistani fielding today has been exceptional. The guys look athletic, they're fast around the ground, and they're throwing. I mean, there was a chance earlier in the game as well from Imad Wasim. Beautiful slide, pick up and throw. So the work that the support staff have been doing with them is definitely paying off.
Pereira was destructive just a couple of nights back. Two beautiful strikers at the crease. It's just about managing yourself in the next 4 or 5 overs. Stay there for the last 5 or 6, run and see off the threat.
I mean, you're talking about, you know, the anxiety levels that go up, and you know, chatting about it with the middle order boys. You look at the overs. It's obviously 10 overs left, 60 balls. You know you're going to face half of that, so you've got 30 balls to face. So in those 30 balls, how many runs do you need? And you start breaking it down with, you know, obviously working out how many boundaries you would need in those 30 balls.
After 10, 68 for 5. Miller on 6. Pereira not yet off the mark. I think there's a little bit of bat. Shadab Khan is not happy at all. Pumped up. He was expecting a result from the umpire. Do you think it was close?
Yeah, look close. Let's have a little look here. Just, yeah. Maybe sliding down. I'll give it to the World 11, Ramiz.
Yeah.
Great decision.
I expected that. So how would you rate the chances? I mean, you play T20 cricket all over the world. I mean, at this stage, 10.2, 69.5, what is it? 60 in favour of Pakistan, 40 in favour of World 11?
Probably 70 in favour of Pakistan at the moment, 30 for World 11. So 58 balls left. Pereira's got 29, Miller's got 29 balls. You need 115 runs, so you need to get 57 each off those 29 balls. And then you start breaking it down. And these batters, they would have both scored 50 off 30 balls quite easily. So all of a sudden you think, oh, okay, I need 59 off 29 balls. And that sort of makes it a little bit easier and a lot easier to sort of go through the gears.
He's going to play it safe again. But you know, the little margins can work in your favor, and you never know how close this would be.
Yeah, I mean, when it starts to get above 12 and over, you generally need more than one boundary, and that's when it gets tough. Some good work there from Sarfraz. Quick glover. Don't need another run out now, the world 11. So, you know, looking at the run rate, the guys wouldn't want to get it above 12. If you can get 2 overs of 15, suddenly it goes down to 10 and over. 10 and over, very manageable, and as a captain, I think you can get nervous trying to defend 10 and over. Very quick outfield, the seam bowlers to come back with 2 strikers obviously at the crease. Pakistan need to get one of these left-handers.
Yeah, not a lot of time to get your eye in. Pereira has got to just crack the whip. Miller will be the key. I just feel it is tailor-made for such a situation and looks determined.
I think from a batting point of view now, you're looking for your boundary, and unfortunately at 5 down it's going to be a percentage boundary. It can't be a reckless one. You can't just swing from the hip. So almost waiting for the bowler to make the mistake, and you know, we know what an amazing bowler Khan is. It's a tough proposition. So looking around, there'll be a change of bowling now. Hassan back. Obviously Sarfraz looking to take that important wicket. And as a batter, you start looking at the overs. Who's bowled what? Who can I target? Who's the bowler there that I can take for 15 plus to try and get this run rate down below 12s and closer to 10?
Triple 1 in 54 balls. Who would have played against most of these Pakistani bowlers, Grant? I mean, in terms of difficulty, how would you rate the spinners, say Imad and Shadab, and Hassan Ali in particular? I mean, Hassan Ali obviously is not a spinner, but you know, of late he's blossomed into a wicket-taking bowler in the middle of the innings, which is absolutely unusual and great for this guy.
Well, just like that delivery there, he hits a very good length, top of the stumps length, and has the ability to move the balls both ways off the seam. So he possesses that risk, and the guys were saying that he actually hits the bat really hard. So in terms of as a batter, you don't want to get stuck on the crease turn. It exposes the edge and bad feet, but also LBW and bowled. And in these conditions where it is a little bit low, very effective bowler. Shadab Khan, yeah, very accurate. And Shadab Khan as a wrist spinner, and that's why wrist spinners are worth their weight in gold in T20. They can spin the ball both ways, not just into the left-hander. They can bowl the googly, which goes away from the arc.
I mean, they got it all wrong against Pereira the other night. Instead of bowling a wider length, fuller length, maybe the Yorker, the wide Yorker, they're targeting the stumps, and when the Yorker didn't work, he put you away for 6s at will.
Well, the beauty of this game now is that we've got the analysts with us, so every innings there's nowhere to hide. If you've got a weakness as a player, you know exactly where you're going to be exposed. That's a heavy bumper there from Hassan Ali. He's bustles in. I remember facing him in the PSL, and I got caught in the crease, as I was saying earlier, and nicked it off. When the Hall Kalandars, we were bowled out for 59, but actually ended up almost winning that game.
And now 7 down. I mean, you picked up 6 or 7 wickets in that contest.
The thing that strikes me with the Pakistan team at the moment is that they've got a lot of young guys, and they just seem so keen. There seems like so much energy in the team.
I think the message is gone through most of these guys, and they accepted the fact that nothing can be achieved if they're not fit. And it shows in the way they run about in the field, and where they hold the catches. The flexibility bit has improved, and it has helped them with the footwork, with the bowling, less injuries. So it's really working well for them. Slow ball. Well, thanks, Grant, for your time. I hope you have enjoyed your stay. You'll be off tonight or tomorrow morning. So all the best, and thanks for doing this. Fans will be eternally grateful.
Thanks a lot, Ramis. I really enjoyed it, and hopefully we can celebrate a World 11 win here. It's going to be tough to come back from this, but we've got some great players in the middle there. Hopefully I can go back to the dugout and celebrate a 2-1 victory for the World 11.
All right, okay. Keep on dreaming. Look at the ferocity of that shot. Really, the velocity, or whatever you want to describe it with. It's the most destructive shot along the ground that has been played tonight. Miller on the charge, 81 for 5.
World 11 need 103. 103 runs and 48 deliveries. Here we go! All the way! Somebody shouted out behind me. Way off his target. Who said out? Out of the ground, maybe.
It's Tissara Pereira once again. He forces that away despite it being a wrong one. Lots of height on the shot and sufficient distance too. There he goes again. He was so good a couple of nights ago, and he started well tonight in this crunch match.
It was a massive shot, literally into the stands, and Gaddafi Stadium is a huge ground. Look at that. Into the night. See you later.
That's the direction it generally goes when Tissara Pereira goes after it, and you can see that Shadab Khan is bowling just wrong uns. He's trying to take the ball away from him, but he needs to draw him wide as well. Too short. 3 in a row. Pereira winning the battle so far and bringing the World 11 back into this one.
Big time. 3 sixes. Hat-trick. This was the third one. Quicker delivery. Picked it up nicely. Over mid-on. The same area. Same spot. Now then. 18 from 3 balls. What's going to do now, Shadab? Pressure on the youngster.
Oh, yes. That is a top strike. Has a look at his bat because he feels, ooh, not sure if I've broken that.
Is it a seam delivery? Picked it up beautifully. 1 bounce into the fence. 22 runs, and that brings up 100 as well for World 11. 6, 6, 6, and 4 now. What's going to do now? What is going to do? Googly outside off stump, maybe?
Yeah, it's all just in the arc, and perhaps, yeah, here's a look at the 3 sixes. They're on the stumps, and as soon as it's on the stumps, he's going to force it onto that onside. What you want is to try and get him fetching it outside off, or having to try and hit it over the offside. 24 off that over. It's 105 for 5.
Look at that over. 24 from that over. From Shadab. 6-6-6-4 and 2 singles. 11.29 required run rate for World 11. Two dangerous players. Miller is on 19 of 18 run a ball, and then Pereira 27 of 9, strike rate of 300. Anything can happen from now. 78 from 41 we saw yesterday. They needed 33 of last 2 overs and they did it comfortably. And this danger man, this guy on screen, Pereira, was the destroyer.
Yeah, got to just keep ticking it over and well be in the zone. Pereira 27 from 10. Has he got it in the gap? No, just a single will do. Good arm, good pace to the ball as well. Shoaib Malik is on that leg side. And that over of 24 just kind of brings a semblance of control again. It's no longer a case of where you've got to swing at everything. And they can once again, this World 11 side, think, right, need to get it as deep as we can, get it to those last 2 overs again. Can we break it down and make sure that we're not playing irresponsibly because the rate's only 11.85. Oh, bald. Good slower delivery. I say only, and that's in comparison to what it was before that big over, where you were in a corner and had to try and play some big shots.
Different field set for Pereira today by Roman Reis. Third man is back and mid-off is up. It means he can bowl full delivery outside off stump if he wants to, because third man is back. He's got options with this field.
Oh, goodness. That's a top shot. 4 runs, raised off to the fence.
He very rarely plays that shot towards offside. This was something very different from Pereira. Look at that. There was no fielder there. A brilliant cricket from this guy. Sensible cricket.
He's an asset, this Pereira, and striker that has shown it over these 3 games. Chance of catch it, and the catch is taken. That is a big wicket. Babar Azam is the man to take the catch. They're going to just check, I think. No, perhaps he's on his way.
Bit of a chat between the umpires. Are they asking, is it carried or not? It looked comfortable from here. Yes. Umpires nodded. Oh, they're going up to the third umpire.
Soft signal out. So they think he's caught it. In essence, it's just about whether it carries or not. Just seemed to let it drop for a while, and trying to gauge where it was, trying to judge it, having been on the edge of the circle because of how hard this man had been hitting the ball. Yeah, that's all right. That's out.
It's a comfortable catch by Babar Azam. We're just waiting for the third umpire. Look at this. The fingers appear to be under the ball. I think third umpire is making it sure, having a closer look.
It's always horrible with these actually for the television. And I reckon you're better off looking at him in normal motion. So rather than slow it down so much, because you look at it a second time and you start doubting yourself.
Because as we know, square is a bit elevated, so this is just behind the square. I'd always feel that ball have touched the turf, but it's not actually. I think the fingers went under the ball.
It's a big decision. You probably don't want to be the one to be making it, because all those who are looking say, oh, hold on, can you give that out? Or should you give that out? Here it is. Here it is. What is it going to be? Wait. Oh, there you go, out. It's huge because of who it is. He showed what he can do to Sara Pereira in the previous game, where he got the World 11 over the line, and he was looking hot again tonight. He's gone for 32 from just 13 balls. The World 11, 112 for 6.
Let's have a look again. Length delivery within the stumps. He was going towards his favorite area, mid-wicket, got the edge, and very well judged catch by Babar Azam. And that's the celebration from Roman Reis. Another big hitter on the crease, Darren Sammy. He can hit some big blows. Look at the strike rate here, 150. So that's a sign of a player who comes at number 7, number 8 only for 2-3 overs and change the complexion of the game. Under 12 for 6, Usman Shanwari will take the ball now. He's bowled 2 overs, got 1 wicket, given away 16 runs. The big band wasn't very big today. It was a tiny bend today.
Shot will just be one. Into his field. Yeah, that wicket just shifts things drastically towards Pakistan. It's a whole lot to do to now get the equation 71 from 35 now. And especially because of his hitting prowess. But a good example here of bowling to the weakness, the weaker side of the batsman. Ask him to hit over the offside. He's not as proficient at hitting that side. As soon as it's on the stumps, Sara Pereira will be most times successful in hitting it out the ground, even when he doesn't quite get to it. But on the offside, you give yourself a big chance. Polite inquiry. How's that? A couple of times, but it's behind it. Hits the stumps. Yeah, he's through, and then it comes through.
Required run rate 12.35. They have 4 wickets in hand, and Darren Sammy is just walked out. Miller is well set, 22 of 21. That's the big band.
Short arm jab. Oh, what a shot that is. It'll just pick him up too, but it's a fabulous shot.
He's one of my favorite players in this format, David Miller. Look at that short arm jab. Shot of a quality player. Quality.
Wide ball. 12.18. That's the equation. And this format, while sitting up here, we've learned to never say never. There's nothing too big. In this scenario, I was saying that the wicket tilts it a long way. It was just that bit better for the World 11 to have Pereira and Miller going and Darren Sammy in reserve. Now, these two must do the bulk of the work together as a pair. And then perhaps one can still get them over the line should one of them get out, with the help of one of the bowlers who are to come. But it just would give Pakistan an opening and an end at which they could keep things quiet. To put it simply, Pakistan to lose it from here would be rather disappointed.
Good over so far by Usman. Just conceded 6 runs. 2 more deliveries to come. Required run rate 12.38.
Excellent. Outstanding delivery. Right in the block hole.
Look at this. Spot on. Right on the mark.
Popular man in Pakistan, Darren Sammy.
He really is. Good over. 7 from it. 15 gone. 119 for 6. $65 runs required in 5 overs. Yesterday they needed 63 in 5 overs. So yeah, more or less the same. And they need to get on the bike. A mean machine there. Mid-off up in the circle, fine leg back, third man back.
No sympathy from the batsman. He hurt himself. Fielder, and they're going to take the run. Is that shut up?
Why is he trying to stretch his legs, Imad Wasim? Let the physio come, let him do his job. Don't go for a quick fix.
There's not a lot the physio can do for you after that.
I reckon he's got a magic spray.
Not for that. There is not enough magic for that.
We have a magic physio.
It's good, Roman Reis. He's difficult to get a hold of. You just watch batsmen going at him. They're unsure of what it is he's delivering, so unable to set themselves.
He was about to get out the spray, and then Shadab said, no, I don't need spray. Thank you, Doc.
I think he might have said, how exactly are you going to spray it? Inside edge, and he'll get across for a single. It's good bowling. It's a good over under the circumstances. Just 3 off it. You'd say 2, but with that leg bye as well, given as a leg bye.
Like you mentioned, he is a difficult bowler to actually have a go at every delivery because of the variation he bowls at. He uses the crease nicely, different angles altogether, and he reads the batsman and situation quite well. He's just new. His experience is not there, but he's a very, very quick learner. I had the opportunity to work with him for 2 years in PSL, and now he'll be under a great Waka Yunus, so he can learn more.
Yeah, what you see a lot of the time with the way he goes about his work is when he bowls that delivery, that Yorker, and he bowls the one out the back of the hand as well. It's as if the batsmen think both are the same delivery, so waiting a long time to then think, okay, what can I do with this? By then, of course, it's too late.
And I also think it doesn't change his action at all, and that's also very deceiving for a batsman, because sometimes batsmen can pick up this minute detail in your action. If you're changing it, he'll pick it up, but he doesn't.
It's good running. Miller's very fast. And they have to risk it now, actually. They need to be getting a couple of runs per ball if they're not finding the fence. And way to do that, take the men on. We're in the deep. Four runs. Desperately required. And they get it off the final ball, which spoils the over. It's gone for 9. 128 for 6. Good work. That by David Miller. Yeah, not a great delivery. Won't be happy with that, Roman Reis. Normally spot on with his variations. And that time just straying onto that leg side with fine leg up in the circle. And asking for trouble. Is it over? Yes, it is. Sunshot didn't miss by too much. Hassan Ali, but is welcomed back with a 6.
Well, until this man is at the crease, this game is not over for the World 11. Look at that hit. Handsome.
There he goes again. Darren Sammy in the mood. It's a good start to the over for the World 11. 7 off the first 2. And the rate required 13.36. And essentially, as I said, in the deep, they'll try and get a couple. An early boundary settles the nerves. It helps them. And they'll take this as deep as they can take it. Think back to the previous game. 33 from 2 is what was required. And they managed to get over the line. Precious dot.
Well, Pakistan did not have Hassan Ali in the previous game, so I give a little bit of edge to Pakistan here, because the way he bowls, the kind of variation he's got, it might be a little bit difficult, but yeah, Miller and Sammy, they're both very much capable of getting any total on any number of balls.
I've given them more than an edge. Waqar, from this point, if they lose again, I think they'll be particularly disappointed. Nice exchange. So you might have sat at home and thought, oh, a couple of exhibition games. Not at all. A bit of niggle as well in the appeal there from Captain Safraz, because Miller runs along and yeah, see the appealer saying, why are you appealing? I'm just running in a straight line. And the response was easy, Tiger. Desperation. Nearly ended in tears.
It was a very late call. Very late call. It's been a good over, although he got hit for 6 on the very first ball. Came back quite nicely, Hassan Ali.
World 11 needs this to end how it started, with another 6. He hasn't hit that. He hasn't hit it at all. He didn't get it. It got the bottom of the bat. And that's just the way Pakistan wanted it to end. It's a huge wicket. Miller is gone.
Well, he chose the wrong side of the ground. That's a little bit longer side. He didn't middle it though. Normally when he middles it, it goes long. He's gone for 32 now. World 11 in trouble. 137 for 7.
It's right at the bottom of the bat. It was in the slot. And it was there for him to just help along onto that onside. Got away with one, I think. But it doesn't matter how you get him. And he's a man for the big moment, is Hassan Ali. Happy to be in the top situation. And in recent times, has more often than not come out on top.
Mone Moka's the new man. Pretty experienced. Strike rating is good, but it's just that he hasn't scored many runs. Yeah, he's a very smart bowler, Hassan Ali. He's only been around this arena, the international arena, for what, maybe year, or a little bit over a year, but he's settled in so nicely. He belongs, he feels that he belongs to this cricket. Picks up wicket for Pakistan on a regular basis.
The equation, 47 from 18. Tough now, one end that Pakistan will be happy with, the Morkel end, trying to keep Sami off strike. His challenge, Morne Morkel, is to rotate strike, and should he get on strike, some way, somehow find defense. Should it call for it? At present, no. What he'll want is to make sure that he just keeps taking it over.
Don't give him any room. He likes it a little bit outside the off stump. He wants to flick clear his front leg. That's the last hope for World 11. He can do it, that's for sure. That's a good line to Sami, because anything outside the off stump or even on the offside or off stump, he can hit it anywhere he wants. But anything when it's on the legs, that's where he starts struggling, because he cannot really free his arms. But that was a good delivery, the last one.
Oh, it's a good shot for one. Oh, will he get there? No, he won't. That is that. It's the 5th run out of the match. They've been good, Pakistan, and looking to defend this total.
Well, he's been outstanding, Babar Azam. Picked up a couple of catches also. Got a run out now in the nick of runs. He's doing everything right at the moment. Morne Morkel gone for 1. It's 139 for 8.
A yard or two either side, and he'd have had 4. He hit it too well. Couldn't just stand there and stay on strike and concede the dot. Had to run, and whoa, hits the bullseye.
Yeah, he had about 2.5 stumps to aim. Had enough time also, because the ball came to him very, very quickly. Morne Morkel was nowhere near Samuel Badri. Usman Chanwari. We all thought that was a wonderful stroke. Straight to Babar, didn't really waste much of a time, and hit the stumps. Easy picking, no problem at all. Happy team.
Brilliant. You cannot ask for anything more. That's what he's looking to do. That's what he's done. Dot ball, perfect.
I saw Usman Chanwari yesterday at the hotel lobby, and I just asked him quietly, and I said, what happened? Just bowled only 1 over. And he said, I was very nervous. And rightly so. I mean, one can understand playing in front of your home crowd after a long, long time. And he said, I couldn't really manage. I didn't know which length should I bowl. Today is different. He's bowling his 4th over. And he's getting it right also. All these jokers are coming back. Variation is there. Bowled well with the new ball also. Picked up early wicket. But this game, cricket, is all about confidence.
And it's a lonely place out there if you don't have it. Quite interested in whether Sarfraz then says, okay, don't bowl. If you're unsure, it's okay, you'll bowl tomorrow. It's interesting. I find that very interesting. So vast and so many are his options that he's able to do that. Just keep him in reserve. A good day out. Usman, 1 for 26 from his 4. It's 140 for 8. Yeah, tilted a long way. There's Darren Sami left. He's 14 from 12. Pakistan have got a handle on things once again. Made 3 for 4. And at the time, we felt it was a good wicket and they perhaps needed a few more if they were to be comfortable with their total. But their bowling has come to the party here. And at this moment, looks like plenty. Yeah, he's got to find the boundary all the time now. And if there's just a single on offer, he might as well stay and look to try and hit the next one for 4 or 6.
Well, you can't write it off at the moment because we have seen the West Indian, what they're capable of. The last World Cup T20 final. All you need is 3, 4, 6s.
There's a 4.
Yeah, there you go. That's 1.
I reckon you're just a bit nervous. You don't want to call it early. You don't want to jinx it.
No, but I've seen Sami because I worked with him. We were there at Hyderabad. He's very much capable of turning things around from nowhere. So I can't call it. Yeah, you're right.
You got there in the end. Yeah. And don't worry, I'm not writing anything off. I said a while ago as well that you never say never. You just don't know the power of these blokes these days. Well bowled. Oh, it doesn't carry. Excellent bowling. Is so impressive, Hassan Ali.
It's amazing how he bowled that slow delivery. This is the first time I'm seeing him actually bowling from the back of the hand. Normally, either he bowls that off cutter or he bowls that split finger slow delivery, and he controls it really well. That's his success, because modern days cricket, if you don't have that, it's very difficult to survive.
It's a great display, and I remember you two, yourself and Wasim, saying about the subcontinent, about Pakistan and the pitches here, that you can't survive without the skills. You got to have pace, but with the pace, because they're so good, you've got to be able to swing it or reverse it, slower balls, all sorts of things. And you can see with this group of bowlers that you have here that they've all got really good skills. I displayed them at the Champions Trophy, where just at critical times they'd be able to turn up and the Yorker would be right in there, a slower ball right in there, and you go right across the group.
And also, Poms, the time have changed now, and the laws have been changed. Nowadays 2020 cricket, the ball doesn't get that old to get that reverse going. Even in one days they have 2 new balls, so the reverse is almost out of the window until it's really dry, or the surface is dry, or the square is dry. If it's lush like this, there's very little chance that it will go reverse. For that, then you have to learn those, other deliveries, like slower one, the back of the hand slower one, split finger one. I mean, there's so many nowadays. End of the over, 145 for 8.
39 to get. Too many. Way too many. And Roman Reis to bowl the last one.
He wants some pace on the ball, Sammy. That's why he's just standing there and thinking, what am I doing? Roman Reis had a tough one the last game, got hit a couple of sixes, and especially in the last over, the six he got hit. It really hurt him. But now he's using his slow run quite nicely. There you go. That's another beautiful delivery. Just a perfect delivery, especially for Sammy.
This is what I'm saying, Wakhan. We just watched Hassan Ali put on a display at the other end. And here's Roman Reis as well. Slower ball to start, and then look at that. Decide I'm going to call on the Yorker, and bang, it's in there. We're talking of this bowling attack, which is quite young. Mohamed Amir is not even here. He's got skills too. Off the edge. 3 dots. They're just so good at defending. And I think particularly at defending, they seem to be able, when defending, to make the right choices with regard to their skill and what it is they need to do to contain. When it's just a blank canvas and you bowl first and let's see what happens, then they're prone to more error in trying different things. Lovely.
Well, he's worked with Wasim also in the PSL. Definitely learned a lot from him. Perfect. What is Sammy telling Badri? This man brings a lot of energy to the team. That celebration also does really good for the team.
It's gone for 4. It's gone for 4.
Just a little lazy on that occasion. Babar Azam had a lovely day in the field. Picked up a couple of catches. Got a run out.
And that is that. Pakistan victorious. They win by 33 runs. And they also win the series 2-1. And will therefore lift the Independence Cup. It was a pressure game when they came in, having gone 1-1. But were able to defend. And defend really well because of the skills of the bowling group that they have. It's a return to Pakistan for the fans who can watch their team, watch them win on home soil. And the hope is that this is a step in the direction back to normality.
Really proud of the boys, proud of the crowd who came in number and supported this event because it was important for Pakistan cricket. Thanks to PCB for organizing it, bringing the World 11 here, and now icing on the cake, Pakistan winning this series, this Independence Cup. Well-deserved victory. Young team. They've got a couple of experienced ones in the shape of Shoaib Malik, Sarfraz. Handshakes all around. Cricket is the winner, that's for sure. Shadab bowled quite nicely. Hassan Ali made a huge difference coming into the team today. Sarfraz, a very happy man. Mickey Arthur must be proud of his boys. Ruman Reis, another upcoming star. Usman Shanwari, I thought he bowled very, very nicely. Emma Shahzad was superb today.
And they've been entertained, this crowd that's turned up all 3 games with the stadium full. A good thing as well that the World 11 side is able to win that second game. All 3 games have been relatively well contested, with one side getting the initiative and not quite letting it go, and kind of just ahead all the way through. In the victories, that is, but in the 2 either side of the middle one where it looked like Pakistan were well on their way, and then they just lost it at the back end. Handshakes all round, and a real feeling of thankfulness and appreciation from the Pakistan players to these World 11 men who've turned up here in Pakistan. And one at Gaddafi.
A proud captain. He wants to win every game. Won a Champions Trophy just recently. Young captain, young team. And this is how it panned out. 35 runs short, World 11. They started quite nicely. Tamim Iqbal, I thought, was looking good. Ball kept low a little bit to him. Hashim Amla get going but couldn't really capitalize. A little partnership between David Miller and Teixeira Pereira. Things were looking good at the time. But then the wickets tumbled, run-outs, catches were taken, and well short of the total which was required.
Impressive bowling group this. 1 for 34 for Imran Wasim. Used at the top with his left arm spin, doesn't turn it a whole lot, but varied his pace today when they put pressure on him. 1 for 26. Osman Khan was good, was impressive, good skills shown, as was the case with Hassan Ali. 2 for 28 for him. Ruman Reis with 1 for 20. All 3 of those seamers very good indeed. Variation in the spin. Nawaz and Khan also contributing. So the summary then of this final match, the series deciding match between Pakistan and World 11. 183 for 4 Pakistan, which looked a decent total, but not one would have thought was insurmountable. Too good in the end. 150 for 8 is all they could muster. Pakistan winning by 33 runs and winning the series 2-1. Now walk round the field, Andy Flower and the World 11 players. And wishing them all the best. Saying thank you as well for the hospitality. Well received in this World 11 by the Pakistani side. Imran Tahir coming home from Lahore. And all the Sea family have a nice time. They'll complete their lap around the ground. We'll go for a break and back with the presentation.
R1. Are you getting R1?
Done,